What is happening right now is completely unstoppable. This is going to cause millions and millions of people to absolutely panic. We're going to see hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants enter into the United States every single month. We will have over 2 million people enter into the United States reportedly just in 2024 alone. And this is a cause for concern because now we're starting to see the residents, the citizens, the taxpayers, everybody is pushing back. Not just on the illegal immigrants, but on lawmakers, the Biden administration, and anybody that is currently in power. That is what we are calling the chances of a civil war increasing. That's a problem. Now, I'm going to address what just happened today, which is stunning to say the least. And, well, you'll see in just a moment. All I ask is one thing, takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So what just happened today is shocking to say the least, because this is something that we were expecting to happen. Just look at this. And this is one of a 2-part story. And again, it's crazy what is going on. Just look at this. So the GOP delivers a death blow to the bipartisan border bill. But according to reports, after this, they're saying that they are pretty much going to wait until November. Let me read you this first statement, or this first sentence from this article from The Hill. It says, the effort to pass the Senate's bipartisan border bill collapsed Tuesday after Republicans backed away from the package, effectively punting on the issue until after November and infuriating Democrats in the process. The entire situation is absolutely crazy because they've been spending weeks on this bill. And again, weeks is not a lot of time, but they spent weeks on this bill negotiating, trying to find the perfect bipartisan bill that's going to save the American people, protect the U.S. border, provide security and additional resources to Israel and Ukraine. Well, according to reports, it's all for nothing because now Republicans say they are willing to pause and they will renegotiate this after November. Well, in November, that is the presidential election. That's what they're waiting on. We're going to wait to see who is going to be president, who is going to control the House and the Senate, and then we will know who has all the power. But here's something that was absolutely stunning that just happened today. It says in Stunner, House GOP bid to impeach Mayorkas failed. One of the things that we have been hearing about over the past few weeks is the House GOP was going to impeach the Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. However, just today, and I want to read you this so you can see the numbers, it was a vote of 214 to 216. Democrats actually won that one. And here's why. Okay? It says Republicans entered the vote with 2 expected no votes. But then a third House GOP lawmaker, Representative Mike Gallagher, was also voted against the impeachment. But this was a big one. It says the failure came about because of this surprise appearance in the chamber of Representative Al Green, a Democrat from Texas. He showed up and unexpectedly voted against the bill. He's from Texas. But again, he's a Democrat. So that happened today. But the reason why all this is so shocking is because of what Democratic governors, what Republican governors, what city mayors have been saying over the past several months. And it's that they do not have the resources to provide additional benefits and safety to these immigrants coming into the United States. Because now we're taking some of the benefits from the American people, the voters, and the taxpayers. But look at this. California, starting on January 1st, expanded healthcare coverage for low-income immigrants in the new year. Starting on January 1st, low-income illegal immigrants can actually get health coverage. Doesn't stop there. We also know out in Maine, migrants are getting up to 2 years free rent in new apartments. That is something that many people can't wrap their head around. Why do immigrants get a new apartment And then those people that have been here for years or decades or veterans are almost homeless. Or in many cases, they are homeless. But look at this. New York City is also launching a $53 million program to hand out prepaid credit cards to migrant families. Now, according to the mayor, he says that this is actually going to save the city about $7.5 million per year because handing out prepaid credit cards is a more efficient way of giving people exactly what they need. Possibly, but it also upsets many people from within the city that need this assistance and they aren't getting it. Because just a family of 4 is going to get up to $1,000. Yeah, that's a big, big boost. But also look at this. 7 migrants arrested in New York City robbery pattern, officials say. The issue that we're facing right now is that more and more people are now starting to see the problem of having this influx of new people coming into their city or their state. It's creating a massive concern. Even New York City said that they were going to have to cut their police budget in the beginning of the year. Well, in the beginning of the year, they also came out and said, sorry, we can't do that. We're going to have to cut elsewhere because of safety concerns. That if they're concerned about safety, that means that they need more police officers. That means what changed between 2 months ago and now? Well, the influx of illegal immigrants. That's a problem. But here's another one. It says several migrants accused of beating of New York City police officers were arrested in Phoenix. Guess what? They're traveling from New York to the West Coast. I told you this was going to happen. This is happening, and today and yesterday were not a great time because of the atmospheric river that was in California. However, some people were saying that it's so cold, so miserable in New York, people are fleeing to go to the West. And we're seeing exactly that. I live in Washington State, and we are also seeing people that are leaving the East, like New York, leaving the Illinois area, and coming over to Washington, Oregon, and even California. But again, this is just part of the problem. The other issue, though, has to do with the governors. Governors in certain states are saying that they are already seeing this crisis unfold, and it's hurting their budget. Just New York, for example. Let me show you this. It says New York's $2.4 billion is not enough to solve the migrant crisis. This is what the governor was warning about a week or 2 weeks ago. Again, if New York is struggling with this, they are seeing a massive influx of people. Over 140,000 people have entered their city just recently. Guess what? All those people cannot stay there. There's not enough resources. So even though that's where everybody's going, everybody will start to migrate towards the West. So again, if you live anywhere in the United States, get ready because you are going to feel the impacts. But this is what many lawmakers are looking at as well, and this is why they say we cannot wait until November, because Chinese migrants are the fastest growing group that are crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. The problem that we have right now is that, according to the FBI and Homeland Security, they are saying that Chinese migrants pose a threat because it could be the Chinese government forcing these people into the United States, and they want to come into the United States undetected so that they can potentially plant a, somewhat of an attack. So I don't want to be the one saying that this is going to happen. I don't think the chances of it happening are actually smaller, but it is a massive concern because, again, we don't know where these people are coming from, where they're going, or what their intention is. All I can tell you right now is this is officially unstoppable. Nobody can stop this because right now the House and the Senate cannot agree as to which way to go. How do they protect the American people? How do they protect our democracy? How do they protect our border? Well, they can't agree. So as of right now, everything is staying open, just like it has been over the past few years. So we will see what happens moving forward. All I can tell you is that this is just the beginning of stuff that is shocking, to say the least. So one thing I can promise you is I'll be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.